On a final note, Mr. Falana, do you see anything wrong in President Tinubu attending the Arab Islamic Summit on behalf of Nigeria as a secular state?
In 1986, Nigeria joined the OIC, Organization of Islamic Cooperation. And since then, Nigeria has been attending the annual conference of that body. To that extent, many of us just not bothered. But what is important is for the government of Nigeria to appreciate Section 10 of the Constitution. Which is that? Section 10. The government of Nigeria shall not adopt any religion as a state religion. You know, you can't send people to Mecca with public funds. You can't send people to Jerusalem with public funds. You cannot declare or build churches and mosques, you know, as it is done now. Because traditional religion adherents also have the right to say they want to go and worship their own God in Brazil or Cuba. So you have problems in maintaining a secular state of Nigeria.
So what the president did is not an aberration and it's not against the law.
But what I'm saying is that I think that meeting raises questions, all right, about the secular state of Nigeria.
Mr. Falana, thank you so much indeed. Mr. Falana is...
Femi Falana's statement raises important points about Nigeria's secular constitution and its involvement in the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, an international group of mainly Muslim countries. Secularism versus religion. Falana refers to Nigeria's constitution, which says the government cannot adopt any religion as the official religion of the country. Nigeria is supposed to be neutral when it comes to religion. However, by joining the OIC and taking part in its meeting, the government may be seen as favoring Islam, which conflicts with the idea of Nigeria being a secular state. Falana argues that the government should be careful not to act in ways that might suggest it is supporting one religion over others. Nigeria's membership in the OIC. Falana mentions that Nigeria has been part of the OIC since 1986, but many Nigerians have not paid much attention to it. He suggests that even though many people may not care, the government must still respect the constitution, which prohibits the state from favoring any religion. This raises the question of whether Nigeria should be part of an organization focused on Islamic interests if it's supposed to be neutral about religion. Public funds for religious pilgrimages. Falana criticizes the Nigerian government for using public money to help citizens go on religious pilgrimages like the Hajj to Mecca or visits to Jerusalem. He argues that the government should not use taxpayers' money for these trips because it gives special treatment to certain religions, which goes against the principle of secularism. He also points out that other religious groups, such as traditional religion followers, could demand similar support if the government funds these pilgrimages for Muslims and Christians. Religious fairness. Falana is calling for fairness in how the government treats different religions. If the government funds pilgrimages for Muslims and Christians, then it should also consider funding trips for followers of other faiths like traditional religious practices. His point is that the government should not give special treatment to one religion over others. Nigerian government and public concern. Finally, Falana seems to suggest that many Nigerians don't really care about these issues either because they are not aware of them or because they feel the government's action are not changing anything. This shows a possible lack of interest or trust in the government's handling of religion-related matters. even though these issues are important for the country's secular identity. In conclusion, Falana is raising a serious concern about how Nigeria's government balances its secular constitution with its involvement in religious organizations like the OIC. He believes the government should stick to rules and not favor any religion. He also points out that using public money for religious activities could be seen as unfair to other Nigerians. This highlights ongoing challenges in Nigeria about how religion and politics should mix. Thanks for watching.